Hello my dear students. In last 3 videos, I have explained you everything regarding lesson and epitome of courage. That means warming up activities, lesson itself in detail and margin questions also. Now it is expected that you should write answers of all questions given in workshop. So in this video, we are going to discuss first 5 questions of English workshop. Listen it, understand it, and write at your own. You should develop your writing skill. Okay? Let's discuss. The first question here is match the following. Group A and Group B. Two groups are given. So, Galileo. Galileo we have to find as usual in Group B. So, you can easily, I think, write the answers. So, Galileo, the greatest scientist 300 years before Hawking. Dr. Stephen Hawking, the greatest scientist of this century. Black holes, the concept which helped Stephen to get his PhD. Then fourth is Stephen's favorite subjects. So those were music and mathematics. Okay, you have to write all the questions in your notebook. Second question, complete the following web chart containing the qualities of Dr. Stephen Hawking. So we have seen so many qualities of Dr. Stephen Hawking. One is given here in the diagram, courageous. So what you will write? He was creative. Yes, okay. Then he was very humble. It is given there. Dr. Hawking is a very humble man. So humble. Then optimistic. He was very optimistic. So you have to write the word optimistic in diagram. Then simultaneously he was enthusiastic, very hopeful, very enthusiastic. So enthusiastic is the another word. And intelligent he was. So you can write intelligent also. That is the quality. He was intelligent or brilliant. So you can write all these qualities in the diagram. I'm going to repeat it again. He was creative, he was humble, he was optimistic, he was enthusiastic, and he was intelligent. Okay. Moving to next. Arrange the following statements according to the occurrence in the life history of Dr. Stephen Hawking. See, if you have read the whole lesson, you can write answer of the said questions very easily. Let's see. The statements are given here, and according to the occurrence, that means the sequence we have to sequence in the life history of Dr. Stephen Hawking. We have to arrange those statements. So first statement here will be D. Stephen was born on 8 January 1942 and then grew up like an average child and a normal teenager. Second statement will be, at the age of 17, Stephen noticed that he fell down a couple of times for no reasons. Then third sentence will be, Stephen was diagnosed with a rare disease, ALS or LOU. Fourth statement is, the disease worked its way into Stephen's body and left him disabled. Fifth sentence will be, Stephen decided to continue his doctoral research work with renewed vigor. Sixth, statement will be, though confined to a wheelchair, he worked on computer and expressed his thoughts. The seventh will be, he became a fellow of the Royal Society and a member of the US National Academy of Science. Eighth will be, he believes that in the next millennium, science will discover the core secrets of the universe. So you have to write all these statements by arranging according to the occurrence in the life history of Dr. Stephen Hawking. Fourth question is homographs. We have learnt about homographs in last year also and in our earlier videos also, earlier lesson also. Homographs, that means pairs of words that are spelled or graphed and pronounced the same but have different meanings in different contexts. That means the words having different meaning but are spelled and pronounced the same. Those are called homographs. Example is also given there. Watch, watch. First watch means observe. Second watch means device that shows time. So the pronunciation and the spellings are the same but the meanings are different. Likewise, what is said, use the following words in two different contexts. So you have to write them, write in what context these words can be used. That means what are the different meanings? Simple. So couple, first is couple, as we all know, couple means a pair. Second, couple, here what you will write, it means coupling means something that joins or links together or mingles, we can say. That means something that joins or links two things together, you can write here, or mingles. So these are the two different meanings or contexts. Second is mind. Mind means remind, recall. So first meaning you have to write there remind or recall, and second meaning mind it well. When I say so, mind it well, it means pay attention, pay attention. So pay attention is the another meaning of mind. Third is space. Space means empty area or blank area. And the another space, what we use for the space we use for sky or all that, the area which surrounds planet Earth or other planets and stars, or what we will say, you can also write the meaning, the unlimited expanded area. Space means, first space means only empty area, and the second means the area which surrounds planet and Earth or unlimited expanded area. Okay, sky. Then next is sound. Sound means noise that can be heard. Simple. Second sound, when we use when something is to be announced, at that time this word is used. That means second meaning you can write to announce something. Then next is left. Left means the first meaning left and right. So one side of body we can say. Left means one side of body, one direction or one side. And another meaning of left means unused or not used. Okay, so there is a line in your notebook, make pairs of sentences with any three of above homographs. What you have to do, you have understood the meanings, different meanings of the homographs given. So now you have to make pairs of sentences with any three of the above homographs. That means you have to use those uh, that pair of homographs in sentence. You have to make the sentences using homographs. First we will see a couple. What you will write? Sentence that is a very religious couple. Okay, for first couple, pair. Couple means pair, so that is a very religious couple, that is a very religious pair. Secondly, couple, I told you couple means to mingle, to mix. So you can write Radha coupled milk and sugar in container. Radha coupled milk and sugar in container. Then mind. We will see mind. Mind means, first mind means remind or recall. So you can write please mind me at 7 o'clock. Please mind me at 7 o'clock. That means please recall me or please remind me at 7 o'clock. In next another context of mind, I have told you that means to pay attention. So you can write any sentence like this. You should be punctual. Mind it well. Teacher said, you can say teacher said you should be punctual, mind it well. So that means teacher said you should give attention, you should pay attention, you should be punctual. Okay. Then we will see left. Left. What sentence you will write for first left, that is one part of body or direction. So we can say in left hand corner there is a tea stall. Simple sentence, short sentence. In left hand corner there is a tea stall. Second left, that is unused or not used. So what sentence we can construct? We can say use the left pages of last year's notebook. Use the left pages of last year's notebook. Okay, understood? Okay, very nice. Now we will see the next question. Use the following words or phrases in your own sentences. First is given here, quirk of fate. So quirk of fate means fate's decision, we can say, or a twist. So how you will make the sentence? You can say I got admission in that college just because quirk of fate. I got admission in that college just because quirk of fate. Or I was the winner in that competition just because quirk of fate. Or I got a lottery of 1 crore just because quirk of fate. Okay. The next is confined to. Confined to means having very limited space. So nowadays everybody is confined to home only due to lockdown. Everybody is confined nowadays, everybody is confined to home only due to lockdown. Okay. Exaggeration. Next is exaggeration. uh, Exaggeration means very excessively. So the sentence you will make like this: there is always exaggeration in his speech. See, you have to make simple sentences. There is always exaggeration in his speech or in his talk or in his conversation, whatever you like. Then an epitome of means and the perfect example of. So you can write here, Helen Keller is the epitome of courage for visually challenged. Helen Keller is the epitome of courage for visually challenged. Then the last is millennium. We have seen the millennium means a period of 1000 years. So you can write the sentence like this: science will discover many things in next millennium. Okay, understood? Very good. Complete